Okay, look, you're talking about women predominantly, which is why you've got this big following. And your view is that modern feminism is deeply flawed. I would argue a lot of your proposals, like taking the vote away from women, are deeply...
Why? I found out that only 5% of women wanted the right to vote. And I couldn't figure out, like, why would women not? No, it's true. It's true. If you look it up.
At the time.
At the time. It was the beginning of the breakdown of the family. You know, before you became one in marriage, 85% of people were married. And, you know, I hate to say it, but they were right. What has happened 100 years later?
What's family cohesion, for example?
Well, because, again, before you weren't trying to divide a family. It was one family unit. You had one vote for the family. I mean, I don't think it's good for a family to have two votes. I mean, allegedly.
At the time that you're talking about, you know, women weren't really allowed to write. They weren't allowed to go to school.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. That's incorrect. The first female property. The first female property owner was in the 1600s. The idea that women couldn't work and couldn't.
I'm so sorry, but that will be inherited property.
The first female millionaire was in the late 1800s.
And was that inherited?
No, it wasn't. It was self-made. Yes, it was.
Self-made.
Yes, it was.
She never inherited land.
Yes, she did not inherit.
So I'm going to take over and speak my piece. Now, many of you people know Jess Pearly things. I don't really know much of her, but I've been hearing about her for over a year now. Now, there seems to be a group monger of people who don't like her and a group of people who claims they have reasons why. I don't do that where I'm from. I kind of pick who I like based on my own personal views, not based on a group mentality or a mob mentality, whatever you want to call it. So I don't have anything negative against Jess Pearly. I don't have fake outrage like most people do. So I know how to be fair and unbiased. Now, she did a controversial interview. Well, many of her interviews are controversial, but she did it with Piers Morgan. And I'm going to play some snippets with the fair use of Piers Morgan and also Pearly responding to Piers Morgan and many other people claiming that she got destroyed by Piers Morgan. I personally don't think she did, but I'm gonna let you guys respond in the comment sections after watching this video and see what you guys think, because my personal opinion, I think she handled herself well. She went into the feminist point of view and debunked everything that these feminists have to say. So I can't really, you know what I mean, say that Piers Morgan and his staff members, they exposed her like everybody else is saying. It's one thing not to like an individual. It's another thing to exaggerate about their downfall. So when you get to trying to cancel one person because they have a different point of view of you or whatever, be very careful with doing that, because you could be the very same content creator that also gets canceled based on what other people don't like. So let's start the show the right way, man. I need you to like, share, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and don't miss any updates from the IsmokeHiphop live platform. I'm your guy, DJ Bless One.
Permitted that?
What
law permitted that?
Well, there was no law. I mean, there's always been women that were influential in history.
Let's get on to the vote. So what I don't understand is, you know, a part of your message, I've researched you today, and hang on a minute.
Okay.
You know, your big push is that you care about men and you don't think that men have mothers, they have sisters, they have teachers, and they turn around, they don't know how to act.
Okay, I'd love for the feminists, please apply for the oil rigs. Please go do the hard jobs in society. They're open, they're hiring, because I don't equate I don't think men or women are equal until we do the equal work. So no, listen. Go apply to be on the oil rigs. Go be a plumber, go be an electrician, go be on the front lines of the military, and then we should have equal rights. But
I concur and agree with Jess Pearly. That's absolutely correct. Everybody talks about equality and equal. My views of equality means treat everybody the same, but it doesn't mean we're entitled to do the same things. That's the difference, and that's the deception of a lot of feminists. You know what I mean? Like, Jess Pearly is correct. If we're so equal, then go do the oil rig jobs. And there's probably some females doing that already, just like we got beautiful female truckers like Miss India that I know from Miami. But there's not an overwhelming amount of them the way that feminists are having these arguments. So it gets debunked very easy by Jess Pearly, but just pay attention to more of it so you can understand where I'm coming from.
Until feminists are willing to do that, I don't believe we should have the freedom without the responsibility.
Okay, well, I don't think that I'm physically built for that. You might be, but I'm absolutely not. You said you were a volleyball.
Wow.
You said you were a volleyball player.
by her saying she's not physically built for it, you just proved Jess Pearly correct about most of the things she was saying. Because if you're not built for it, then why are you complaining we should get paid the same, we should get everything equal? But then you use your woman nature and your woman stature and genetics as if I'm not built for it. Then you have to look at it as, why are you complaining all the time and protesting towards equality of X, Y, and Z, but you don't really want to go through X, Y, and Z? It's another ABC situation, 1, 2, 3.
And so you've got more strength than I do. I don't think
But
that
I don't have
can
more
do those
strength. I don't have
jobs.
more strength
But
than the
I'm not
average
gonna take your
man.
right away to
I don't
do
have
it.
I don't have more strength than the average man. But again, it goes back to go be a plumber. You want to be equal, go be
That's
equal.
not
But you want divorce to be made illegal.
Yes.
Why?
Yes, because I don't think what we have today is really marriage. What is marriage? It's for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. That's what marriage is supposed to be. But feminists have ruined marriage for the people that actually believe in marriage.
How?
When there's a
I'm going to let her respond to Piers Morgan asking how, but I definitely agree with it. Most of you guys cannot, well, you're going to argue, but you know it's true. A lot of this marriage and the equal and all, but feminists ruin it because in the family courts, let's just be honest, it's swayed towards the woman. Towards the divorce proceeding, it's swayed towards the woman. She can cheat and do whatever she wants and still obtain your financial structure that you built, that she didn't really build. And people don't look into that. People claim fair and equal. Well, let a man take a woman's life savings and her hard work. That man will be ridiculed. Oh, you think I'm lying? I.e., Mary J. Blige's husband is still getting attacked today, where people say, look what he did to her. He took most of her foundation. But why they don't have this same argument when men are giving their life savings and more than half away to this female here? Some of them are not even married for over 3 years, and this woman is allowed to take everything. Now I'm gonna let Just Pearly respond to Piers Morgan asking how does the divorce shouldn't even be here anymore.
It's a 50% divorce rate, and the average marriage
Why is that all
8
down to the
years.
women, though?
I didn't say that it was all down to the women.
So why
But
feminists ruin it?
you asked why I want.
Piers Morgan, let her talk. Piers Morgan, I have nothing against you, buddy, because you got some great content, but sometimes you make me uncomfortable. Are you bought and paid? Like men who overdo it to fit the narrative of female narratives, that is, you're clichéing to a certain particular segment and group of people known as women and feminists, and it's very true.
Want divorce to be banned.
Yeah.
Can I finish
Yeah.
that first? So I'm saying, the people that believe in divorce, go be in long-term relationships. Leave marriage for the people that actually believe in for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us
But
part.
doesn't the sanctity of marriage also rely on the woman being a virgin? So you wouldn't be able to get married.
What do you mean?
Well, you've spoken quite openly
There-
about how you're not a virgin, and so if you want to preserve that sanctity of marriage, then I just think that you're upholding standards that you.
This woman is a hypocrite. She's talking about the sanctity of marriage and you got to be a virgin. And she said, well, Just Pearly wouldn't be able to get married because she claims she's not a virgin. But what this woman don't know is the rest of us in society knows majority of these females aren't virgin, especially in 2023. Can we knock it off? So her hypocrisy towards Just Pearly shows you a lot of these people negate the facts and they just go with their own feelings and they try to trump it towards what we believe in. And because that we disagree with them, we're some type of a chauvinist, we're against women, and you can see Piers Morgan knows how to galvanize the views. I'm not really mad at him. He's gonna do what he's supposed to do as a commentator and as a content creator and as a man who really gets a lot of views based on controversy himself.
You don't actually live by.
And that's a fair complaint. I wish I was. But, we can't go back. I don't know what you want me to say.
No, but I just don't think it's fair that you get to be here and you get to be paid for your views, and you're telling other women that they shouldn't be allowed to.
I think,
and they should abide by some-
Hang on. Okay, if I may, at some stage jump in.
I'm gonna stop this here because of fair use, but as you can see, most people and individuals will not allow you to have your own perspectives and opinions. That lady got very emotional, and if you notice when she said Just Pearly is not a virgin, she's really attacking Just Pearly. And if you think about it, she's probably wasn't a virgin, and the man if she has a man that she's with now, that probably wasn't the first man she was with. So it's always attacks being thrown at you personally when you're just talking about a subject that's openly in society today. So it gets uncomfortable. Now, Just Pearly did say this, and let me play it right quick.
A family business too. So my dad hired people all the time. Like he had over 200 employees.
Wasn't your mom the president? Was she the leader of the company?
What was you're researching my family now, huh?
Well, that's all public.
No, my mom, I mean, I don't know what they titled it. Like, I don't
Your
think
mom
really
was the president, I believe, but
yeah,
based on an
I
interview
mean, they might have titled it one thing or another. My mom did more of the marketing sales side. My dad did the engineering and the software.
Okay.
I think.
So she's basically getting called out again as far as, you know what I'm saying? She's come from a privileged place. Her parents had money, income, and that's why her opinions are invalid. These are the points people are trying to make towards her. And if you want to know about her not being a virgin, she was on Adam 22 and she spoke about her situation and how many body counts she had. She claims she only slept with 5 dudes. A lot of people said that really means 15.
But so when it comes to body count, guys say 10, right? That's always the number. Like if I say how many bodies is too many bodies, the most common answer I get is 10. However, they mean 20. And this is what I mean. I'll push it because this is what I do. Like they would wife a girl with 20. This is just, and I'll see who they date because, you know, like a lot of the guests become regulars. Like I see who they date outside the show. I'm like,
nobody cares about it in the same way. But then at the same time, I will say that most of the time when I see a porn relationship not work out, it's due to some element of jealousy from.
is a great way to go about. I mean, this is just, you know.
I think that's playing the game on hard for sure. If you can.
Yeah, that's a different world. I've had periods. I go in and out. I grew up Catholic, so I did 12 years at Catholic school. And then I joined a Christian church right after college.
Right.
Like what?
But if
Yeah. So I mean, or they'll say you can date other Christian churches.
But you really need this much fucking help to get through the day. Like I just don't understand.
I mean,
You guys give me your opinions about it. I don't know what's worse is people having their own angers and they deliberately throw it and attach it to everybody else to feel and think the same way. Me personally, I have no issues with Just Pearly, even if some of the things people say about her are true. That's her life. That's what she thinks. I can't force my opinion on everybody else. You can't make the whole world kumbaya, and that's the problem with people. We claim we want a world more open, truthful, and honest until it actually becomes more truthful and honest, and people don't like to digest that anymore. It becomes a problem to the norm, and you see what's going on now. I think her numbers did take a hit, but it's still gonna grow because after a while when you take a hit, it fluctuates back up because people will get tired of the same narratives of the people complaining and turning into Karens or whatever. They're gonna want to hear that raw, uncut truth. Regardless if you agree or not, it's refreshing to hear someone give their actual perspective without worrying about views or being shut down by the naysayers. Look, man, I'm DJ Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Please like, share, and comment and subscribe to the I Smoke Hip Hop Live platform. I'm DJ Bless One. Like I always tell you, love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, gang.